You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. But right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people.
It was the first time we saw President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky meet face-to-face since President Trump took office. And as you could see and hear, it ended in a very fiery exchange. Good evening, I'm Greg Warman.
And I'm Darlene Jones. Tonight, the fallout from that wild White House meeting is being felt around the world, and many are now wondering what happens next.
The diplomatic meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky turned into a shouting match.
But you're either going to make a deal or we're out.
Zelensky did not want to make a deal to end its war with Russia and give the U.S. a share of his country's mineral resources unless he gets security guarantees to prevent more Russian aggression. Zelensky pushed back, pointing to Putin violations of past peace plans.
He broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about?
Vice President J.D. Vance called Zelensky disrespectful and ungrateful.
I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media.
President Trump posted on social media after the meeting that Zelensky can return when he is, quote, ready for peace.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. But right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III.
Zelensky was ushered out of the White House early without signing a deal, and a joint news conference was canceled.
It's unclear right now what today's Oval Office blow-up will mean for the larger peace talks to end the Russia-Ukraine war. Zelensky is set to meet with the European leaders this weekend. From politicians to Ukrainians in America, people are reacting to that tense meeting.
And Channel 9's Ashlyn Webb continues our live team coverage tonight. She joins us live in the newsroom. Ashlyn, you're hearing from several in the Ukrainian community about what happened today.
Yes, I just spoke to a refugee who fled from the war zone 3 years ago, who is now living in Florida. I also spoke to several in the last hour who were born and raised in Ukraine, but now are U.S. citizens living right here in Central Florida. All that I spoke to say when they heard President Trump's and J.D. Vance's comments, they felt complete betrayal. They say there is a false narrative coming from the Trump administration that Ukraine is the aggressor. They say this today has set them back significantly from winning the war. Listen in.
President Trump and the Vice President were doing today, they were actually helping Russians. They were showing that we don't have a unified front. We are broken into pieces. We're fighting among each other. We're trying to strong arm each other for, financial benefits.
The refugee I spoke to says he was not only disappointed when he heard the comments today, but in disbelief. He's on humanitarian parole here, and now he fears he could lose it.
We don't know what to do and what will be tomorrow.
That the United States has been, up until this point, Ukrainians' top ally. They say that it'll take all their allies' support to win this war. Reporting in studio, Ashlyn Webb, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.